are able to hear me loud and clear today. Da, 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 da. All right, so I think we are live. I hope so. We are live. Yeah, looking at all the positive things. Yes. Hello. All right, it's a little scary if things are not live. Check, 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 check. All right, so we are live. Let me just record this also. All right, namaskar, and for all those people who are celebrating Navratri Shubha Saptami, the seventh day of this amazing festival called Navratri. And today is a day where I thought of sharing some crazy stuff to break some myths. And today, I would like to start the session with a common thing that I've been getting a lot of questions here. Okay. Everyone is teaching people about creating funnels, creating content, creating AI, and this entire ecosystem of social media has become a dump yard, junkyard of, I call it as the AI dump, chat GPT dump, and so many different kind of things. So if you are able to see me live, this session is designed in a particular style, and this has been an answer for a lot of you guys. So in the next 10, 15 minutes or whatever the time that we are going to be staying together, and if you are watching this live, uh, please make sure you save this point. And if you are able to hear me from whichever the part of the world you are, just type in the chat and let's see if you can hear this out. All right, cool. So recently I had a chance to do some studies for some malls, and this session is going to be very crazy for those people who are continuously trying to do something with their content system, and they're posting something through AI and Chat GPT and multiple things. Okay, it is not against Chat GPT and AI, but what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of content right now, and what is happening is there's an understanding, there is a thinking system that the more I post content, the more I will be able to get clients. Okay, so we are going to break this myth, and I'm going to take you through certain steps by which you're going to be actually doing something along with me if you are here. This is going to be a fun, fantastic, and a lot of stuff which is going to work out. And I'm going to give you in a very simple and structured systems. So today we are going to talk about single client acquisition system. Okay, that would be killing all this content burnouts, and it will also help you to land premium clients. Okay, uh, this is going to be crazy. So stay with me. I would like to tell you something before we go ahead. So recently, I don't know if you can see my screen. Just let me know if you can see my screen here. All right, great. Okay, so if you're able to see my screen, just to tell you, this is just a concept mall. There are so many malls. I've been like going through a lot of searches about the malls. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm situated in Bangalore, and Bangalore has plenty of malls, which is usually filled. Now it is no longer just a weekend, or it is just a special event. I've got some data that has been backed up from a lot of agencies that I've been talking about, and this entire the mall concept right now is like after COVID has really picked it up. This is one of the examples I'm talking about, and this is usually seen that people who are going to such malls are within a vicinity of a few kilometers to around 5 to 10 kilometers. Now, this is a place because of a couple of reasons. They get all the brands in one shot. They can do shopping. They can do all the things. Why I'm talking about this because there is a very vast majority of people. They go there just to hang out. They are window shoppers. They come to their shop. They look at things. They try some samples, and ultimately they don't buy. And that's why it is very expensive when it comes as a retailer to have a position in a mall. Even though they might say we have got X amount of walk-ins, X amount of visibility, and they are capturing a lot of sponsors' eyes and their marketing gimmicks. But technically, what is happening is it's not working out. And we have seen all these things happening in the COVID time also, right? But that was a situation. But now this is different here. We have a lot of crowd happening. There's a high quality crowd coming and all those things. Okay, this is some presentation that I was talking about from 2019 and how is it gone. Um, Now, what I'm trying to show you is when you go into such kind of malls, take it as your business, your own coaching systems, consulting systems, and all. So before I go ahead, I just thought of having a small uh, presentation for you guys. Mm, let me see if I can just share my screen. All right, cool. By the time it is getting heated up, okay, there is a lag here, but I should be able to get this sorted. Okay, so I'm going to show you something which I. So this is going to be a very nice, sketchy or live session with all of us. Okay, so I'm going to talk about something called a scab. No, I'm not talking about this scab, but I'm talking about client acquisition blueprint system. And today, this session is designed for four different kind of people. Yeah. So if you are an academician, okay, and you are wearing that graduation hat, this is for you. If you are a coach, guide, mentor, teacher, instructor, this is purely for you. If you are somebody who is a consultant and you are helping people to hold their hands and take it to the other side, not just giving a Gyan Guru kind of thing, but you are actually helping them out, then this session is going to be very powerful for you. If you are an OPC, one person factory, okay, one person company owner, um, it is like all by yourself. You have started it, you are a great founder, you have been doing business out there. And if you have a problem of CAB, that is client acquisition blueprint. I'm going to give it to you. Okay. Burnout. We're going to talk about it. And this is also for agencies, okay, or agency owners. Um, we have tried tested multiple things, but somewhere it is not working out. You have tried tested funnels, you have tried tested softwares, you have tried tested hacking into some stuff, you have tried the bots, you have tried outbound, you have tried what else? Different kind of combination of hacking softwares, you have purchased data. And after you have tried everything and still you are thinking, oh my God, where do I get into this? What other things that has happened is um, you have you have invested a lot of time into first you try to learn this, then you try to implement it, then not only that you have already spent a lot of money and a lot of, okay, I don't know how do I put energy, so let's put energy like this. uh, okay, I don't know if this is a good way to put energy. Yeah. So you have put energy, and definitely I've also invested in a lot of team and consultant and expert, and you have purchased books and programs. Ultimately, what is happening is you are getting exhausted. And yep, and other than just having this feeling of, okay, I know it all, but it is not working, or I know all these things, we need a team. You are expecting some kind of help from top. I don't know. Whenever we look at help, we look on top. I don't know why. Something is falling, I guess. And this makes you more desperate. So many people have this concept that the more content I put it on social media, the more clients going to come to me. Yes, you are right. At one point of time, this was the thing. Okay, I'm talking about many years back. I was also into that same forum. Okay, so today it is not like that. Today it is very structured. And if you are watching this on LinkedIn, now LinkedIn has a problem. Okay, people have a, so let's put it this way. Okay, let's call it as LinkedIn, Facebook, Insta. Okay, there is some important information for you. Insta is Insta. Okay. The concentration or the attention span is very less, and typically it is connected to those people who are there is more of visual system. So this is more of visual delight, we call it as. Okay, it can be entertainment, education, or emotions. This is how it works: entertainment, education, or emotion. And the span is very short. So when you're putting a lot of content, chances are the person is never going to find you out again, unless and until he saves it. And most of the time, you are spending a lot of time in telling, okay, save this link, save this message, pin it. Sorry, and that is crazy happening. When it comes to Facebook, people think, okay, this is a very uh, baby boomer and a millennial system, and people are not talking about. But right now, if you look into this, uh, Facebook has still that charm of being the guy you are. It is still open. People are still casual. People can connect. People have a friendly and professional. There's a very nice uh, balance to this. When it comes to LinkedIn, I feel a good majority of the time people have two things happening here. Okay, they show their professional side. Okay, and this is more of a little bit fabricated, I would like to say. uh, they try to show present proof about things that they have done, and it is more about, a little bit about status quo. uh, I know this might be really strong to the point, and it is hurting somebody's mentality, because this is the place where many people, they try to become somebody whom they are not. So they are in a short duration of time, they are here. It is a highly fabricated systems. Facebook is still natural. People still communicate in a different way, and it has a bigger combination. LinkedIn has more of professional things. People talk about more technology, more process, more things. But when you start putting a lot of content, so there is a somebody gave this formula. Okay, you should have at least 5 to 6 Instagram posts per day. You should have around 2 to 3 Facebook. You should have around 2 to 3 on LinkedIn. So by the time, just look at this. It is almost creating almost like 10 to 15 posts a day. By the time you do it, you are becoming desperate. Don't you think so? At the moment people look at you being desperate, they think it is like a cheap fish market. Yeah. I don't know if you have seen fish market. People shout loud, "Yay, buy from me, this is better, that is better." What are you trying to do is you are trying to somehow, be on the stage. Now look at this. You will never like a person who is continuously on the stage and trying to take the mic and talking something, and that is having this four problem. I'll talk about that. So when you talk louder and that does not have weightage, I think there is a big problem here. And people usually then start to ignore, then they start to avoid. So this is a three systems. First, first they will listen. Yeah. Then they will try to understand. And when they find that okay, they don't have uh, some stuff, then there is a big problem, because then they avoid, and then they will neglect, then they will hate, and then anytime you are coming on the message, there are chances that you might have already taken up kind of a notion that this content for this person does not work. Now here is the thing. When you are doing all these things and you are spending a lot of time, energy, money, and all those things, and you are shouting out loud, you are continuously putting content on every part. Definitely, it is something that is going to affect your income, not by getting a lot of leads, but you are spending on software, automation, analytics, research, people, team, content writing, creative, and multiple things. Hello, hello. Am I right? So if you are there with me so far, uh, send me a like, send me a comment, or whatever. That is up to you. But let me know if it is really connected to you, because this is what is happening. The more content I put, the more better. Now, what people have done is they are taking support of automation systems that can actually position and their content every time. Is it good or bad? I leave it to you to decide. But what is happening is there is something called as mental health. So you are always thinking, has my content happened or not? You keep on checking things. You get into this analytics model, okay, and you continuously monitoring stuff. What happens is you get into this monitoring syndrome system. I don't know, does it work or not? Okay, it's a monitoring syndrome, and you get that little bit of finicky thing. Oops. Okay, let me know if I'm still live, because I think I have a power issue. Um, Justin, can you just chat in this? I'm just logging in again. Oops. Sorry for this, guys. Thank you for the patience. Anything can happen. Yeah, I'm just uh, trying to see where we are and if it is still live. Okay. Sorry for this. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I think we had a power drop and things just went off. I was a little scared. There was a power fluctuation here. And let me see if I can just go back here. All right. So thank you so much for the patience, guys. If you are still here, and I'm struggling a little bit to get all these things with me. So I'll just give you kind of a quick recap of what we have just said about. Okay, so I said like this is typically for people who are coaches, consultant, one-person company owners, and agency owners typically. And the problem right now they have is people think that they are lacking with content and they start dumping a lot of content online on social media. So why it is important for you to know about this, because this takes a lot of time. People get exhausted. It is shows your desperation, and it looks very cheap, like a fish market. And I was talking about, um, this is something that impacts your income also in a different way, and indirectly it gives you a different kind of a mental unrest because you constantly get into this monitoring system of, is the analytics good or not, if my content is working or not, if people are watching or not. And then another problem happens is you have an ORM issue, that is online reputation management issue. So if I posted this, how many people are talking good about it, negative about it? So you need a person to look at, or you need some kind of an analytics or some kind of a automation to look into this, or AI tool to look into this. Again, you get into that constant thing, and that is something which ultimately puts people for quitting, not procrastination, quitting. Now, today I thought of letting you know how you can not do all these things and still create an anti-burnout system. And for that, if you are watching this here, there are two things. I have a Facebook community called as BizFit, which is a free community where I've given a lot of tools, lot of instructions and guides, which are like packed in small, small videos with a lot of tools. Where if you are somebody who is starting, so for people who are starting, okay, you are switching on, so you are not yet a consultant, you want to become a consultant. I think this is something good for you can have a look at it. For people who have already started and you are stuck, that means there might be some problem, there might be some areas. You can definitely connect with us, and we'll let you know how to solve that out. There are some issues are already been resolved inside the system as well. You can go to the guide section and find out. And for people who are looking at some kind of a strategy, okay, that means you are somebody who has started. You have you have already mapped out certain things, and now you are looking at growth. For them, we have something different. Maybe you can also look into this inside the Bisfit systems because we talk about all these pointers here. And for people who have already become successful, okay, but still you are looking at speed, um, we have those tools for those people as well. So I'll give you this entire map. So when you get into the Bisfit, just type in Bisfit, and I will send you the link in the DM directly. You can join it. Anyway, so that was this. Now let me give you the three steps. The first step that I'm going to give it to you is called as the zero content lead filter. Okay. Uh, what I understood right now, people are not looking at just content. People are looking at high value asset. So these are something that can connect with either emotion. Okay. Number two, it is giving them some kind of education. Okay, or information. Number three, it is entertainment. Okay, I'm just writing it as ENT. So high value asset, if you are looking at it, it works in a different way in different mediums. So in Instagram, people have a low attention span, and they are specifically looking at something which is purely into entertainment that can take. So people have time and they're scrolling it, they're looking at something which is eye catchy and they're connected. The next thing is education. For education, people need to have an attention span of more than a couple of minutes. Okay, and that is only possible when you connect emotion and education together. Okay, it's a very fantastic way, and that is only possible when you are creating something called as high value asset. Now I have given a formula here which is called as the value formula. What does it mean? It means any kind of a content or any kind of information that you are putting to the social media, if this can elevate the desire of the people, of desire means anything. Okay, it is coming from pain to pain to profit or pain to promise. Um, that's a beautiful way. If it is helping them to come to a desire, awesome. If you can elevate that emotion, great. Next is the probability of this person reaching that desire. So once they get that confidence through the process, the resource, your support system, whatever. These are beautiful ways to increase the probability of this person's desire. So now I want to become a X person, or I want to earn X amount of money. I look at your product, and this product is helping me to visualize, okay, this is how exactly are the steps by which I can go to that point of earning. Next, this is also connected to the other side of asset management, I call it as. Okay. So this high value asset, that is the content which is actually helping them to save some time, save some energy, save some sacrifice, and minimize their risk, including the same resource. Yeah. Resource, RESOURS, resource. This combination of any kind of such kind of combination, if your content can save somebody's time. By the way, there is one more thing which I have not written it here, which is called as clarity. So this content that I am talking about today was completely designed based on this one element called as clarity. Okay, let me know in the comment if you are getting clear on this. People are looking at clarity, and that is only possible when you have this combination of things. So we're going to talk about that, and that is possible with the concept that I am talking about, which I have introduced in 2023. It is called as RISE. It's called reverse invitation for sales engagement. What do I mean by this? So look, there is a door there. I don't know if you can see my look at my video. Okay. If I knock the door, the authority is with the other side of the person. So let's say this is the door here, and I am on this side, and there is somebody, example, you on the other side. If I knock the door, now this is your rights to open it or not, open and peep, and probably you don't want to do anything, or you just open it and slam it back on my very rare chances that I'll have a great invitation and you're going to invite me, have a tea and come, blah, blah, whatever. It is impossible. So, what if I have an invitation from you, I'm talking about this part, and you leave the door open and you invite me? So, that is called as reverse invitation strategy for engagement. So, here, use technically sell less and convert more. And for this, there are three R systems. So, what are those three R in the content? Number one, if your content or copy, it is something which is not related, I will not get hooked, I will not get engaged, I will not read, and it is not for me. Absolutely. Right. Number two is relevant. Relevant is a now thing, not a later thing. I am right now suffering from this. I have a desire right now with this, whatever. So this is right now, this is relevant for me right now. This can give me a micro or a nano based progress. I'm fine with that. But this is something that I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for something right now. I'm not looking at future. I'm not looking at past, and I need it right away, and that is relevant to me. And the last one is very important: result. So what do I mean to do with this live session is not to give you some gyan, but to give you a clarity here that if you're posting a lot of content out there, and if it is not having any of this three combinations, it is just because I can actually show a lot of things, but I don't want to take particular names of people out there. There are a lot of content, it is great, awesome, lovely content. And some are AI generated, some are really been worked and thoughtful, and some are very highly experienced. So sometimes what happens is you are highly experienced, you have seen a lot of things, you understand in a better way, but the person is not able to look at the way you are looking at things. So you need to bring it down to that level. So gone are those days. And I was working for some luxury brands many years back, and I remember the agency who was working. They used to write in some flabbergastic, grandiloquent word, so that you need three times to open a dictionary and find out what is this. Today, I'm sorry to say, people doesn't have that kind of an energy to go through some very difficult things, and that's why you will see most of the language has become a very one. It's called as low LCD, lowest common denominator. Okay, that means everyone can understand that. That is the one thing that makes it more related content, right? And when people understand that this is the content for them, then the second thing is the content is appropriate at this point of time. That is called as relevancy, right? And they would like to do the same thing is it something which is helping me? Is it something that is giving me a micro result? Is it giving me some clarity? It is saving time, it is saving energy, it is saving my risk, or is it helping me to go to my desired place? Or the probability of me being successful is much more appropriate. So now this is the point that I'm talking about. Now, how to do this? So there is something called as premium posting and authority systems. Okay, I usually don't do it here. I use it in a separate way, and this is a very, very beautiful thing. So this is how you do it. I'm going to give it in a very powerful way. So whatever you show and see on social media, okay, I call it as um, on the screen. Okay, this is all the good things. Okay, where you put all the value. Okay, whatever the value formula I showed you here, right? You put all the value here. And what you do is behind the scene, you do something called as ask. Okay. Yeah. So you can ask them on DM, you can ask them on WhatsApp, you can ask them on mail, you can ask them on a call. This is absolutely you. But this is a very beautiful concept is how do you put a premium position? So whenever people are watching you on social media, you are always known by value. But when you are connected, this is something works here. And for this, I have created a concept called as RISE, that is reverse invitation strategy, typically for this thing, the scale up and the sales part. Um, so if you want to know about how it works, I'm going to just keep it simple here. You can type in EMS. Okay, it's called as Expert Magnet Systems. This is a concept that I have tried tested for many years right now, and every time I'm using it, at least minimum 5 to 10 people are just directly pouring in immediately within less than 5 to 10 minutes of me sharing a content. Here is the thing. Uh, this is a particular way of writing system. You don't have to be a content expert. You write just 3 lines. First line talks about uh, proof. Second line talks about pain process. And third line actually shows and points you for directions. Okay, so I've given you some idea. If you want to know about how EMS, I have done a session a few weeks back, or I think few weeks back, and we did this entire session called as EMS sections. So if you are already in BizFit, you should be getting this video. If you are not, then type in EMS. And this entire session recording, I can send it to you. It is hardly around 10 to 20 minutes. You will understand about how crazy is this. By the way, this video is not for learning. This is not for any study. I don't want you to study anything. Stop your learning, start earning. So here is what you're going to do. When you watch this video, this is what you do. You create your stuff. It's a 3-line systems, and you use the tools and the techniques that has been given. You actually upload this in a particular place, and within the first 30 minutes to 1 hour, you will be able to see the responses coming in. And with these responses, you can still filter, and you can do your DMs, and you can do your personal connections. As I said, this is what you can do is you can ask them personally if they are fit or not. So if they are fit, good filter. You can also do a filter, and now you can put into transactions. So I've given you some ideas about it. If you are watching this video or if you're watching this live session, I would love to have some questions to it. Some of you guys have mentioned that if I can do this session again. So just watch out. You can type in events. If you want to know about which is the latest events which is happening, I usually right now do a very closed systems where I'm taking only around 10. That's all. Okay. It is the idea is not about taking a lot of people. That the idea is taking a less number of people, working along with them, sitting one to one, and creating a beautiful case study of winners to win together. Good. So I would like to have this session short and sweet. If you have any questions, please type it in the comment, and me and my team would be very happy to answer this within the first 24 hours. And as I said, type in BizFit, BIZFIT, in the DM. And if you're not connected, connect with me. These systems and processes are put into nice tool-based systems. So I don't want people to really put their hard work and do all the things again. Not needed. It's all been done. Use the tool, get the result, get your earning, join in, and then we can think of working together. How does that sound? So till that time, I would love to see you guys grow. With that, bye bye, take care, and see you in